Welcome back to episode 2 of Living Sports. Now, we've got another guest on, and I actually have the PT assistants today. T-Bone is in the building. So, DTG, he's getting put through it.
DTG, 2 times platinum, YouTuber, artist, Misfits boxer.
What was the feeling when you went platinum, bro? Because you're 2 times platinum, right? So platinum in the UK is what, 60,000 sales?
600,000.
600,000 sales. You've had 1.2 million sales.
I mean, you know what? If I'm being honest, it was a mixture of emotions. There's a lot of stuff that happened in the background of when that song was blowing up and when it blew up. Yeah, Rover.
Rover it's a banger.
But yeah, there was a lot of things that happened in the background that, you know, a lot of people will never really know about or never knew because, you know, I decided not to make a situation out of it.
Okay.
But let's just say there was quite a bit of mistreatment towards me once things started to pop off.
You're very young as well, bro.
Yeah.
How old was you when that was happening?
20 when it dropped.
Yeah.
21 when it like had really popped off.
Right.
So around that 21. So
yeah, that's
good 3 years ago.
So yeah, it's a lot of success. I feel like anyone that's got famous young or been a part of madnesses at a young age, you're gonna handle things in a certain way because you don't know how to handle them. You're not experienced in it. So you just making music for the love of music.
Yeah.
It gets success and then you're starting to bump into bare characters and people who are trying to change the purity of making music.
100%.
Because it's business, isn't it?
Yeah, and the industry's it's a bit funny, but yeah, like I kept a very level head throughout. Like there's a lot of things.
You didn't get gas once, bro.
Obviously, like no, this is what I'm saying. So it was like a point in time where things started to get a bit sour. Up until then, it was great, you know. Like I'm seeing the initial kind of realization that things are popping off was like I started to get tagged on Instagram by loads of Australians. Like I seen hella Australian gal tagging man in this dance. And I'm so confused. I'm like, where's this dance come from? Because I didn't create this dance. Simba didn't create the dance.
Would you say you're one of the first artists then to feel that mad success from TikTok dances linking to your music? Because that was recently we see it all the time, but that was what year?
2020.
Okay, so
2020.
Pandemic, okay.
Yeah. We were the first song in the UK to blow up off TikTok. Like we kind of changed the way the industry looked at things.
See, I like these bars. I like when people acknowledge game changers, yeah? Even if it's themselves. On the treadmill, we have to make sure the body is warm because we're gonna get active, yeah?
We'll get the blood flowing.
Now, explain this picture to me. How did this picture come about?
So that was at the Brit Awards. We were nominated for Best British Single of the Year.
Okay.
In the same bracket as Harry Styles. So we knew who was gonna win it. But you know, it was
them men are undefeated, they're undefeated.
But you know, we were all in like the floor, right? So I was with my manager. And we were on the Henny.
Okay.
Vibing, right?
Sounds like a good vibe.
Great vibe.
Sounds like a good vibe.
Yeah. I was a bit burst, so I wanted to go to the toilet. And as I've gotten up, right, it's like so many flashing lights are coming from my left by the stage.
Okay.
And I'm seeing that Taylor Swift is being presented with Woman of the Decade. There's like a monitor behind her playing like all of her achievements. I'm hearing some past songs.
Oh, man.
And in that moment I was like, raw, I remember this song.
You listen to Taylor Swift, yeah?
Like no, 1 or 2 songs, you know, like the big ones. So I continue to my right now. And somehow, after she's got a stage there, she's there.
Right.
In front of me. I was with my manager, I was like, yo, Taylor Swift right there. And we're both a bit burst.
Yeah.
So my manager said to her, Taylor, could you get a photo of my artist?
Yeah. I'm proud to let you know that today's video is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. They say that your toughest opponent isn't in the ring, but outside of it. I've experienced this. In 2020, when I moved back from the US to the UK, it was a time of turmoil. It was the pandemic. I couldn't see my family. I had a bunch of stuff to ship over to the UK, find somewhere else to live. And on top of it, I was injured. I didn't know where I was gonna go next. I didn't know if my future in boxing would continue, and relocating and resettling back in the UK was way more difficult than I expected. During this difficult time, I turned to therapy as a way to gain some much needed perspective on my situation. Sometimes when you want to talk to friends, you want to talk to family, they're emotionally connected to the situation, and it's hard to gain that objectivity that you may need to see yourself through that dark place. Speaking with someone who's emotionally detached from your situation gave me clarity. It gave me the opportunity to process my emotions in a healthy way and gain valuable insights into how I could move forward. This experience taught me the importance of prioritizing my mental health, especially during times of significant change and uncertainty. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that makes it easy and convenient to connect with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home. They have a network of over 1,000 credentialed therapists, so you can find the right fit for your unique needs and preferences. Whether you prefer video chats, phone calls, or even messaging, BetterHelp offers a variety of ways to engage in therapy on your own terms. If you're going through a challenging time or you simply just want to prioritize mental health, I highly recommend BetterHelp. Join over 4 million people who have used BetterHelp to have a healthier and happier life. If you'd like a discount on your first month of therapy, betterhelp.com/Viddal or select Viddal at sign up for your special discount on betterhelp.com. So this is the first time that we are doing an episode with the Punishers.
It's T, TB, PT, BXE, consistently. Yeah? That's what we do. Your influences that you love the most, I'll put in them through hell. Yeah? Serious workout. Me or Leon, if I'm not here, it's gonna be Leon, but it's gonna be serious work regardless. Yeah? So you're ready for this? Let's get into it. All right, the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna give me 5 burpees off the rip, just to, get things going a little piece. Then, we're gonna go into, I ain't got a name for this, but it applies to what we're gonna be doing today. All right, you're gonna hold the ball in your hands like so. You're gonna squat down, come up, jump into that, and slam.
Okay.
When you finish that, we're gonna grab these kettlebells. We're gonna hold them here. What I want you to do is a forward lunge, up, sideways, squat, press. Okay? I want you to do that for me 8 times. Then you're gonna sit on the floor, legs straight, kettlebells. Try these if it's, you can adjust it a little piece. Here, alternate.
Okay.
20 times.
Well, is that intermediate, beginner, expert?
Depends on your fitness levels, innit? No. But we'll start with the 5 burpees. I want chest to the floor, and I want you jumping up in the sky. There you go. Yeah, serious things, everyone. This is DTG, it's not no game.
So much about Mike Edwards and Jay Cornish, so I'm looking forward to see what they bring to the table.
Little scouting report.
Yeah, obviously we know about Le'Veon Bell, ex-NFL athlete. He's had some good performances in the ring. And obviously my opponent, DK Money, not had the greatest journey so far. Now under BJ Flores as well. And then FaZe Temper and Papi Lucito. I think it's a very interesting tournament.
It is,
I think it's very interesting.
It is. It's a good tournament. And I was happy to see you enter the tournament because I feel like if you didn't, no one could give you a hard time about it. No one could say, why didn't you enter it? Like, they could literally just be like, you know what, there's men in this competition that have had more fights, they've been doing it longer, whatever. When I saw you enter, I said, you know what, you're about it. You're about it. Because if you're not entering the tournament, what are you doing? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So you said, if I'm involved, I'm involved. So when I saw the post, straight, we always give you credit anyway. Me and Leon always give you credit.
I respect it.
We got our two favourites as the first 2 episodes, man. Clubber Lang Sue, obviously, and DTG. I feel like you lot really, you watch the pod, you take in what we're saying, no one's ever offended by what we're saying. Like, it's just a convo. You lot understand it's a convo and it's just raw honesty.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel that energy from you, man. So I appreciate that. But the tournament, bro, I'm gonna wish you the best.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hope that you stay healthy because it's not always about what happens in the ropes. Things happen in between. So I'm gonna wish that you stay safe and well and you do your thing, man. That's it, because that's where the punches come from. That's where the hooks come from. Breathing, same way in the ring, you gotta breathe. 2, that's it.
You got this.
Let's go, last 2. Last one. Time. Life swap for a day.
If I can swap my life with somebody.
Yeah, this one I think is quite easy, but I don't know what you might think, so this is why we're asking. Life swap, 24 hours, yeah. A little baby, Gunner, or Travis Scott.
Hey, I was expecting a young Drake. That would have been an easy answer. Not right now though. It's a bit peak.
Hey.
That's my goal, but
Hey.
I'd say Gunna. You know.
You be gunning for the day, yeah?
Yeah.
Why wanna?
Because you know what? The first thing that comes to my mind is I know Travis is always off something. And Lil Baby as well. I feel like Gunna right now he's lost a lot of weight. He's on some sort of clean lifestyle for starters. Like I'm not even trying to be indulged in no fuckery for whatever. Like,
You know what?
I mean?
Fair play.
And I feel like he's really happy right now with life. He's making
same.
happy music. He's you know, the album he dropped when he returned was solid. Like I don't know, I think it'll be very interesting to see where his head's at right now in life.
Okay.
I know you met him as well the other day.
Yeah. No, listen. Mad. Can't lie.
Who'd you pick out of the three? Gunna as well?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna want it, man. So we're gonna do 2 rounds on the bag. 1 round on the bag, I'm gonna just get a look at the form and just let them freestyle. And then we'll do the thing where they get to pick what their favorite move is and how I can help them improve it. And they might even mention DK1, so get me. With DTG in the wings, first round on the heavy bag. Let's go. I like the checking of the defense. Nice. Let's see you close. Let's see what about what that's it, because you know these fights can get messy. DK might say you ain't getting no space to box today. How about we just scrap in the middle of the ring? You wanna be equipped for that. Ready to fight in close quarters. That's nice. Boom. Now we're talking. Last 5 seconds. That's it. Judges know what. Go on. And time. Hey! Yeah, you might get a point taken off for that.
Hey, it's a point.
Hey, we're strict refs around here. People don't know that I seen you from early in the day. Gymbox.
Very much the jump.
Everyone knows how legendary Gymbox is because obviously that's where I trained JJ and many others. But you came down there one day.
I did.
With the other Deji. Explain the story to the people because I remember you coming down with Deji. I remember the sparring in the cage, but I don't know the backstory to how you ended up rolling.
So we were at the Cyber Charity match.
Yeah.
In where was this?
Charlton. Was it Charlton them times? Yeah.
I think it was the second one. It was you, Deji, Jallo, and myself. Cause Jallo's always been like, he was my first brother in this thing. And I remember you were saying that to Jallo, actually, to come down to the gym box.
Okay, so I invited you down there.
Yeah,
but
right. You looked at me instead and thought that I had a better physique, like not necessarily better, but one that matched.
For Deji.
I guess, were you training for Jake at that time?
Yeah, that's the only time I trained Deji, in the build up to the first Jake fight for a bit, and then he moved.
Yeah, so literally, you asked me to do it, and I was just down. Like, I had no clue what I was getting myself into. I literally went sports direct, got a mouth guard, put it in the kettle, got it fitted, got my hand wraps. Remember buying Everlast hand wraps specifically.
Okay. Yeah, starter pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I pulled up to the gym box.
So the second round is your favorite move or your favorite combination. Yeah, and I'm just gonna help you tweak it and adjust it so you can get more out of it. So you just do your move, boom, boom, bow, that's my shit. Then I'll be like, really, you could, just like that.
I'd say it's probably like, 1-2 to the body, 1-2 then.
Oh, and then left hook to the body.
Yeah, but then down, then up.
Okay, so yeah, you whack it over there, you whack it over there.
Yeah, so like a 1-2.
Boom. All right, cool. I'm gonna help you with that. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Nice. What I'm gonna do. After you throw that, go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah? But throw it first.
Like, should I move off as I'm...
So you can do that one again. I don't like, there's no right and wrong because there's situations call for things, isn't it? Now, if he was coming at you, and he's southpaw as well, so it's perfect. He's coming at you and you want to get out of the way, boom, boom, bow, bow, nice. Yeah. But then if you want to make it count, then you got to hit it, then you got to go.
So how would I pivot off?
No,
or?
So you land that hook and then just step. Bam, bam, boom, boom, step. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Step. There you go. And then again, and go again. Throw it, then move. Then move. There you go. Because that's the one that you got more power in it. And then step round. That's it. Now this time, I don't want you to throw a power one. We're coming to the end of the round, you're already winning, yeah, for example. I just want you to just let them flick. That's it. And then you move straight away, because you're not even trying to hurt, man. Good work, bro. Good work. Good work.
So you don't remember the actual sparring at all?
Nah, not really.
So at the Prime card, yeah, Deji said something on the camera, innit?
Okay.
When he was being interviewed. And it was about my fight, giving a review of my performance essentially. And he said something along the lines of, yeah, it was good, blah, blah, blah. I remember we had a sparring session back in the day and I dropped him.
Oh, is that what Deji's
That's
on?
what he said. But do you remember what happened before that happened?
No.
Okay, cool. So obviously that was my first time ever getting into the ring or whatever. So, I was listening to you carefully and whatnot. And I believe you said it was more like body sparring, not to go for the head. Or it was either that or you instructed him not to go for the head.
Health and safety. See?
So that was the case.
Yeah.
But I hit him with like a right hook.
To the face?
To the face.
Okay. And then from there it turned.
He got heated.
Oh, yeah.
He got heated. Do you
this
remember?
did happen.
Do you remember?
No, this is for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because those times, yeah, Deji was at a stage where most of the people he was getting in the ring with, they were getting the better of him. He didn't have the confidence yet. Those times I was like, you know what? Just body spar. Just get used to body sparring. Don't worry about anyone's gonna bang you in your face. Because he said, oh, I don't wanna get banged in my face. Then you banged him in his face. So he was like, cool. Like, this is what I didn't want.
Yeah.
I trusted you to say he ain't gonna hit me in my face. He's hit me in my face, so it's go time.
Yeah.
That's basically
So that happened the first time.
Okay.
And then I think that's when you were like, 'cause I'm not sure that I wasn't too clear on the instructions at that point.
Okay.
So then you said it again, and then I did it again. And then that's when he proper lost his head and he kind of like tackled me to the ground.
Oh shit.
And that's
I remember
when
this, you know?
you separated
I remember
it.
the tackle to the ground.
You separated it,
Yeah.
and you were like, you told him to compose himself, blah, blah, blah. Told me just to stick to the body, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, he just hit me with a temple shot.
And then dropped you.
He dropped me. Literally.
So, it's that time. All right. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. 164. 164. So you've seen it. It's the second ever episode, and you didn't manage to beat Ratsu's score on this one. However, you was put through a lot more today. He didn't have the PT element. My
Plus,
machine-
may we throw in,
Yeah.
I haven't eaten since 5 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, and he hasn't eaten since 5
I'm on
p.m.
intermittent
yesterday.
fast for
So
this camp, so it's
164 it was.
Yeah.
164, which makes you obviously second because there's only been 2. But we're going to really see as the series goes on where your final placement is. But right now, you hold the second spot. I enjoyed today.
It was sick.
I feel like you showed me why you've been progressing under the lights. I'll be honest. The mentality, how quick you learn, the effort. T, you agree?
Solid still. Good work today still.
Good, like you, I'm really seeing the work. So, bro, I wish you the best.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Make sure you're tuning in. You will see more guests. We're getting the Gallem involved as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting the Gallem involved as well.
Yeah.
So people, like, subscribe, stay tuned, bless.